Yeah, that caught none of that.
We tried to knock me down the size, spreading dirty lies to our friends. Oopa, 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 bother. So give her, don't bother. The world isn't coming to an end, she
He
said.
said it. Walk
Walk
like a
like a
man.
man, talk like
Talk
a
like
man,
a man.
walk like a
Walk
man,
like a
my
man, my son.
son.
One, lift off, lift off.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Why You Still Here, the show that we talk about whatever we want. And we won't take any flack. No, we won't.
Yes.
Usually I say, Lucas, why are we still here? But Lucas has no idea what's going on at the moment at all.
Should I be
I
scared?
came up with this a little, I'll be honest. I came up with this like, I don't know, an hour ago, and I'm like, that's good. That's good. I like it. So I'm gonna run with it because there was like a couple things I wanted to talk about, and I'm like, we can't do a video about just one of these things. There's not enough there. So,
Okay.
sort of not quite rapid fire, but very quick. There's three things I want to talk about, and welcome to our first edition of movie news.
Do, 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 do. Movie news with Brandon and Lucas. Ciao.
And Chucky. Anyway, so yeah, movie news. So let's start off with something that's not even movie related. It's TV show related. And that is, I'm sure you've heard. Have you heard the news, Lucas?
The
The
bird
very
is the word.
sad news that the Peacock Crystal Lake series is canceled.
You mean I watched 8 of those movies for nothing?
Yeah.
I still got to finish them, but I don't regret watching them, of course. But really, that
Hmm.
fucking sucks.
Yeah, it was just announced yesterday that A24 pulled the plug on it, even though they were already filming. Um,
Damn.
but also, it's not true.
Psych!
I had to scare you there for a second. So you're thinking, what are you talking about? Well, yesterday it was reported everywhere that the show had a plug pulled on it, that it was done, over with, whatever. And today, Bloody Disgusting chimed in and confirmed it with A24 and said it is actually not true. So,
Okay, very good. So I didn't
yeah.
watch them for nothing. Woo.
Correct, correct.
No,
Uh,
another news that was also yesterday. Are you going to mention this too? Which we haven't mentioned yet. The Nightmare on Elm Street
oh,
4K Steelbook got announced.
is
You
it
can get it through.
Steelbook? I
Yeah,
saw the announcement
there
that
there
it's going to be
was there
4K.
there is a 4K, there is a Steelbook. It's on Zavvi US right now for 58.99. $60 for this bad
Anyway, that makes me very sad. Um, add to cart, purchase. Anyway, in other news, I watched Jerry Seinfeld's new movie called Unfrosted, the Pop-Tart story, and it's all about the story about how Pop-Tarts came to be. It is irrefutably one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my entire life.
So is this a documentary of how it's made?
No,
Of
it's a movie.
narrating it?
Mm-mm.
I'm so confused.
It's a movie. It's called Unfrosted. It's on Netflix, and it's it's like a docudrama or whatever you want to call it, you know? Like I don't
Is it like
know.
the Ray Kroc movie
It's
with
like the Ray Kroc
oh
movie.
my God, who the fuck greenlit that?
Netflix.
Oh. Wasn't there
Yeah.
supposed to be a Hot Cheetos movie too about the making of Hot Cheetos?
Yeah, it came out already, I think.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, and then there
Too
was
much
Air,
fanfare.
which was about, the Ben Affleck is in it. It's about the invention of the Nike Air. for the Air Jordans. Um, so yeah. Anyway, um, I wanted to turn it off halfway through,
Mm-hmm.
and I pushed through because I'm like, if I'm gonna add this thing to my worst of the year list, then I have to watch all of this. So yeah, it's awful. If it was a true story, then it probably wouldn't be that bad, but it's the fact that it's all made up crap. Like it's all just made up crap. Like everybody in it is a real person. Like they use real names and real companies, Kellogg's, Post, that kind of stuff, but then they just make up everything else.
Is this a way
Like
to sell more shit that's just gonna sell without this movie ever being made? Because now I actively want to avoid Kellogg's and
I have
Post
no
and
idea.
all
I
of these
literally
companies.
have no idea the purpose of this movie. And like I like Jerry Seinfeld. I like him a little less now after this movie because he directed, he starred in it, and I believe he wrote it. So,
Oh God, Tommy
um,
Wiseau syndrome.
How can they say this about me? I don't believe it. I show them. I record everything.
I mean, it's like a competently made movie. It's just not good.
That's the idea.
They get a whole team together of people to help make the Pop Tart. And they get, Steve Schwinn, they get the inventor of Sea Monkeys, which is this German guy that's probably a Nazi. Chef Boyardee, which was a real guy, but
Oh, I
he's
know.
part of this team. Jack LaLanne, who is like an exercise mogul, the guy that created Carvel ice cream. Like they all put together this team to create
It's
the
the
Pop
League of
Tart.
Extraordinary Gentlemen that create the Pop Tart.
Yeah, it's so bad. But Steve Schwinn ends up dying in an explosion in the movie, and that never even really happened. Like he's in a spacesuit and they're testing out the Pop Tart for the first time. He puts it into the toaster and his like air tube comes undone. And so it's pure oxygen hits the toaster and he explodes and he dies.
Am I
And
gonna
at
wake
his
up and
funeral, there are all the mascots from all the different cereal companies that come and they sing songs and they pay tribute to him. Like he's given a cereal funeral because he died in a cereal company.
are you fucking lying to me right
I'm not. And it's part of their like the cereal sending away to put your casket in the ground, pour milk in, and then put cereal on top of
now? One for me and one for my
it.
homies.
And literally the casket comes up floating because of the milk in the cereal.
You're
It's
lying.
like
This is not real.
it's real. It's real, unfortunately.
What is fucking
Um,
Captain Crunch and the Tricks Rabbit there with
no,
Tony the
actually not.
Tiger?
No.
Like, what do you
But
mean mascots? I have this whole like cartoon. I'm crying right now, everybody. Look, I have this cartoonish idea of this movie in my head. Now I have to watch this at some point. What the
you
fuck?
should, so you can add it right to your worst of the year list.
Oh my
Um,
god.
and Toucan Sam shows up at the funeral and sings Ave Maria. Um, like the milkmen of the world find out that they're trying to make a product that doesn't need milk and they're like organized crime. And so they start showing up and threatening Jerry Seinfeld.
It's like in Wonka. The
Yeah.
chocolate
Yeah.
cartel.
Yeah. And then they end up
Oh
kidnapping
boy.
him. And Peter
Jerry Seinfeld.
Dinklage is the head of the milkmen. And so he walks out and he's like threatening Jerry Seinfeld. It's
Isn't like
yeah, yeah. And
like
there's
I don't even
Snap, Crackle, and Pop. They constantly show up in the movie asking for like raises and stuff. And even more so, this spoils it a little bit, but I don't care because it tells you exactly the kind of movie it's going to be. Tony the Tiger is played by Hugh Grant.
What? Oh, so it goes
Yes,
from Oompa Loompa to Tony the
because he's
Tiger.
playing Thurl Ravenscroft. You know who Thurl Ravenscroft is?
But the creator of Frosted Flakes.
No, he was the voice of Tony the Tiger, but he was also the voice of the Grinch from the
Like
30-minute animated movie from back in the day. He sings the song "You're a Mean One, Mr.
oh, he
Grinch."
does the song.
Yeah, but in the movie he's like a thespian. He wants to do Shakespeare, and he does
He's
Tony
like
the
Mr.
Tiger
Pricklepants
only.
from Toy Story.
He's a master of the theatrical arts.
Are you classically trained?
Your favorite
He
character.
does Tony the Tiger only to fund his Shakespearean like theater company, and it's so ridiculous. But he gets angry that they don't have a mascot for Pop-Tarts, right? So he thinks they're cutting out all the mascots. So a January 6th situation happens on Kellogg's with all the mascots showing up and storming the building.
Like, is this like Looney Tunes back in action style? Like, what the you know, maybe just don't tell me. In fact, I'm just gonna have to fucking watch this movie.
Yeah. And he
I'm
shows
so
up
intrigued
wearing
by
like the
this.
horns on his head and stuff, like he's that guy, like from January 6th, like the one that was dressed like a Viking that was, in the hallway of the Capitol and stuff. So that's who Thurl Ravenscroft is in this situation.
Oh my god.
They storm the building, they get arrested. He has to be questioned by like the US Justice Department, and they're questioning him why he stormed Kellogg's and why he took a shit in the hallway of Kellogg's.
Took a shit in the hallway?
Yeah, and said, "Here's a Cal log for you."
Oh no.
Yeah, that's how the movie ends, by the way. Like it
Spoiler
ends on
alert.
that note.
On a sour, brown, shitty note. Okay.
I wish I was making this up. Actually, I take that back. I don't. I'm so happy that this exists and it is as ridiculous as it is. But yeah.
Oh wow.
And then finally, possibly the best. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna show Lucas. Well, first off, let me say that something else was revealed yesterday, Lucas. And it might just be the new Superman suit was revealed.
And this is real? This is official?
It's real.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
Several bad puns later.
Yeah. 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 Basically, this
Why
is
does he look so not strong?
I don't even get me started. I mean, what's with all the folding of the material? Why does it look like the suit is not form-fitting? Why does the suit look like it's too big? Why
Yeah,
does
too
it
big.
look like Star-Lord's costume from Guardians of the Galaxy just with the Superman logo slapped on the front of it?
Because that's what he's going for, man. It's his properties. He's
Why
changing it all.
did James Gunn decide to put the underwear on the outside of the suit like it's 1970? Which, in all fairness, you probably can't see because it is dark in the photo.
Yeah, I
But
couldn't
he
see.
has the red underwear, something they got rid of years ago.
Oh, there you go.
Not that I thought that I was going to have much. I can't even speak. It's rendered me speechless. Not that I thought I was going to have that big of a different reaction to it. I still had some hopes that what I saw would be good. I had some hopes. That's been thrown out the window. No offense to David Cornsweet. This obviously it had nothing to do with this, but James Gunn, Just stop it.
Stop it. Get some help.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say, if I'm forced to say something nice about it, aesthetically, the suit looks okay. Like the colors look fine.
Yeah, they're very,
The
very vibrantly contrasty.
way it comes up like to the neck, I think is okay. Some of the lines and stuff on it are fine, but it does not fit the actor
Maybe that's what
correctly.
I mean by his chest looks small, because the suit always form fits, makes him look fucking Superman. That's the
Yeah.
whole fucking thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what to say. Some people criticized it and said that it's AI generated. James Gunn claims it's not. It does look like it might be. I'm just saying. Yeah. So what do you guys think about any of these things that were just talked about? Are you starting with the first one? How excited are you that Crystal Lake is still happening? Maybe you wanted it to get shut down. Maybe when you heard that it was being canceled, you were like, yes.
Yes, 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 yes.
I think most people are probably very happy that that was actually not true. Did you see Unfrosted? Did you enjoy it? If you did, comment below, let us know. I'm thinking you probably didn't though, because it has a Rotten Tomatoes score of like 20% or something.
That's pretty good considering what I just heard.
Yeah, that's true.
You think this
And
must get into
then
physical release?
imagine if it got a steelbook and it looks like a Pop Tart.
Hey, Blood and
Um,
Honey got a steelbook. Anything's possible.
to,
It's funny.
they
It looks like
spend
a
some
Pop
money on
Tart.
this movie though too, because there is an original song in it that's sang by Megan Trainor and Jimmy Fallon, and it plays at the end of the movie to a dance sequence.
Choreographed and all.
Yes, but only Jerry Seinfeld's part is choreographed. I don't know why. Yeah.
That's fucked.
How the mighty have fallen, unfortunately. And this is his directorial debut.
I was gonna
Like,
say, has he
this
directed
is his
anything else?
directorial debut.
Well, at least he ended it the way he started it.
Yes, that's true. Finally, what did you think of the Superman suit? It's possible that I will always be harsh on whatever I see from James Gunn because I can't stand him. But also, I think that I have levied some legitimate concerns about it. But if you like it, that's fine. You know, like if you're like, oh, I don't agree with any of this, I think it looks good. That's fantastic. You are entitled to your own opinion. And I will say that there are many times where a suit looks awful, awful in photos that are released, and in the movie looks fantastic. This does happen. So we'll find out. The movie comes out next year, so whatever. But that's it. Thanks for joining us, everybody. And do you want to see another edition of movie news at some point? Whatever you say, we'll probably do it. So
Yeah.
we hope you enjoyed it. We'll see
Bye,
you next
everybody.
time, everybody.
I'm gonna watch Unfrosted.
Please do.